Good morning, dear students. Today, let us learn the next two parts of speech. They are adjectives and prepositions. Firstly, we will understand what is an adjective, its types, with examples. Adjectives. An adjective is a word that describes a noun or a pronoun. Example: Rohit is an intelligent boy. Rohit is an intelligent boy. Students, did you identify which word describes Rohit? Yes, word intelligent describes Rohit. Next, Shilpa is a poor girl. Poor. Poor describes Shilpa. Then, Ben is an adorable baby. Ben is an adorable baby. What type of baby? Adorable. Adorable is a word that describes Ben. Students, there are types of adjectives. You are going to learn about adjectives of quality, adjectives of number, and adjectives of quantity. Let us see one by one. Firstly, we will see adjectives of quality. Adjectives of quality tells us of what kind of person or thing is. Example: Ashoka was a wise king. Ashoka was a wise king. Wise tells the quality of King Ashoka. Kolkata is a big city. Kolkata is a big city. How big is Kolkata? It's a big city. Rose is a beautiful flower. Beautiful describes about the rose. Rose is a beautiful flower. Those mangoes are ripe. Those mangoes are ripe. How are mangoes? Mangoes are ripe. Ripe shows the quality of mango. Japan is a developed country. Japan is a developed country. Developed tells the quality of a country, Japan. The box is heavy. The box is heavy. How is the box? The box is heavy. Heavy tells the quality of a box. Next type is adjectives of numbers. Adjectives of numbers tells us about the number of nouns or pronouns. They are used with countable nouns. Words like all, many, most, several, some are also adjectives of number because they also answer the question how many. They are used with the countable nouns. What are countable nouns? Countable nouns are those which are counted with a number. Example: students sang 5 songs on the school annual day. Another example: Reena has 2 pets. There are 10 mangoes on the table. What does this indicate? Number of songs, are 5. Number of mangoes 10. Number of pets 2. So, they are called the countable nouns. When the sentence describes about the number, then they are called the adjectives of number. There are some words like all, many, most, several, some. These are also adjectives of number because they also answer the question how many. Let us see with some of the examples. All children should go to school. All children should go to school. All. How many? All. All children. Next. Many children never go to school. Many children never go to school. Many. Do most children like going to school? Most. Do most children like going to school? Several children use the school bus. Several. Several is a countable noun. Several children use the school bus. Some children do not use the school bus. Some is an adjective of number. Some children do not use the school bus. So, dear children, all, many, most, several, some. These all are examples of how many. That is, they are counted as countable nouns. The third type of adjective is adjectives of quantity. The definition of this is adjectives of quantity tells us about the amount of nouns or pronouns. Adjectives of quantity tells us about the amount of nouns or pronouns. Amount. Students, try to understand. The quantity tells us about amount of nouns or pronouns. They are used with uncountable nouns. In the previous type we have seen countable nouns, but here in the quantity we are seeing they are used with uncountable nouns. Example, any, enough, little, much, some, whole, few, sufficient, etc. Let us see some of the examples along with the sentence. Is there any sugar in the bowl? Is there any sugar in the bowl? Any. Yes. Any sugar tells about the uncountable noun. Quantity is talking about the quantity. Do we have enough money for the tickets? Do we have enough money for the tickets? Which is an adjective of quantity? Yes. Enough. The word enough talks about the quantity of money. I need little help. I need little help. How much help is needed? Little. What is the quantity? Little. There is much water in the jug. There is much water in the jug. Which word is talking about the quantity? Much. Yes. Much water. There is much water in the jug. There is some rice in the bowl. There is some rice in the bowl. How much? Some. Some talks about the quantity. Some rice. She eats a whole apple daily. She eats a whole apple daily. Whole. Whole talks about the quantity. Few friends visited me. Few friends visited me. Few. How many friends? Few friends visited me. Few means here there is no number given. So it comes under an uncountable. This food is sufficient for me. This food is sufficient for me. Sufficient tells about the quantity. The food is sufficient for me.